It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from St Ives Brewery, and this is something quite interesting actually. This is it's a West Coast IPA, but not just any old West Coast IPA. This is a West Coast Espresso IPA called Las Risas. It's been brewed with Colombian coffee. It's been brewed with Yala coffee roasters. St Ives Brewery, 440 milliliter can. 6.3% ABV. This brewery, they've been doing some pretty decent stuff, they really have. They've been doing some good stuff with their beers. I was down there in February brewing a collaboration beer with them. I'll show you that in a moment. But they decided, the brewery, of course, they wanted to send me the collaboration we brewed, and they chucked another couple of beers in the box as well. We got a St Ives Pud sticky toffee pudding stout to get through as well, so that'll be a future review. 6.5% ABV, that one. This is the beer that I might as well show you now, hadn't I? This is the beer that I brewed in collaboration with St Ives Brewery. It's called Destination Double IPA. 8% ABV. There's our little logo on the back. There you go. But we're not here to talk about those beers, are we? We're here to talk about a West Coast Espresso IPA. Let's get it out into a glass. Whoa, and see what we get. So the colour, wow, look at that. I reckon some of that espresso coffee bean that they've used has helped to colour this beer. I reckon this would have been a lighter coloured West Coast IPA. And the espresso bean has just darkened it a little bit. Quite exciting, really. I get to try lots and lots of different IPAs from many different parts of the world. America, UK, Poland, France, Spain, all over the place. And they're generally a light golden colour. But you add an espresso bean, a dark espresso bean. Well, look, it's changed the colour a little bit. A little bit of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. We got a one finger slightly off-white head. And there's no sediment in the bottom of the glass, but it's a slightly hazy looking beer. Let's get the aroma then on this one. Really interesting. Really interesting. Because for the split second, you're getting the aroma of IPA, of West Coast IPA. And then there's another split second where you're picking up the espresso bean. And that keeps flip-flopping in your mind. You keep getting different IPA aromas, and then it flip-flops back to that kind of espresso bean aroma. Slight chocolatey aroma coming through, with some caramel and some grapefruit and some passion fruit. Yeah, this could be a bit of a mind bender of a beer. Should we dive into this one? Cheers, everybody. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, and it's good. I like it. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a beer. Oh, there's so much going on. First and foremost, I want to say it's a proper West Coast IPA. There's some roaring bitterness going on here, but at the beginning of the flavour, you're getting a real big kind of zesty, zingy, orange, marmalade, grapefruit, then a zestiness, and then like you're biting on orange peel and lemon peel, and then it goes over to being bitter on the back end. But whilst all that is going on, the mind-bending bits there as well. Oh, it's really clever. It's really, really clever. Stone the Crows. You get that, like this, almost like this kind of like caramel latte, like creamy, rich, but then quite strong espresso coffee flavours coming through. And then again, that bitterness kicks in at the back end. Quite a unique beer, this. Quite a unique, well thought of, well put together, well structured beer. There's lots of layers of flavour going on. I really like it. I really, really like this. This could be a big hit for St. Ives. If you're a fan of IPA, if you're a fan of West Coast IPA, and if you're a fan of espresso coffee, which a lot of us are, then you'll probably be bang up for this. Oh. It's got a real nice drinkability to it as well. The beer is just incredibly well balanced. Normally I talk about the balance when I talk about the malt structure of the beer compared to the hop structure. But this is all about like that West Coast IPA over here and the espresso coffee over here. And it's just doing this. It's just a really well balanced beer. But you're tasting 1 second, you're tasting West Coast, and then the next flavour you're tasting espresso, and it just keeps battling. It's having a big fight in the glass between that big bold West Coast style of IPA and that big bold coffee over here. And it's just like some massive arm wrestle. 1 minute the coffee's winning the arm wrestle, the next minute the arm's back and the West Coast is winning, and it's kind of a seesaw back and forth kind of motion. Fantastic. Fantastic. It is malt there, of course. It is that kind of malt structure. I think that is coming through as more of a caramel malt. It's very difficult to really kind of assess the malts in this beer because there's so much strong flavour of hops and coffee. The caramel flavour that I'm getting there, the biscuity breadiness, is definitely the malt. It's a real good one, this. It's really interesting, really good. And to top it all off, very drinkable. Very drinkable, very refreshing. This has nothing to do with the fact that I went down to St. Ives Brewery, I met them, we went out for drinks, we had some fun, I spent all day brewing with them. This has nothing to do with the fact that I know a few of the guys down there. Marco, Wayne, hello, how are you guys doing? This is more to do with the fact that the beer is actually, like, I was going into this review thinking, what am I going to get here? What am I going to get? Am I going to like it? Is this going to be one of those overly weird and wacky beers? Well, no, absolutely not. It's just blooming really good. Really good. Where did I leave the can? Right. Rio Blanco is a municipality tucked away in the mountains of the south of the department of Tolima in Colombia. It is in the skirt of the natural mountain range of Colombia, and 47% of its area belongs to the National Park of Las Mimosas. My reading of places here. Municipality. I got there. Many of the producers from the municipality of Rio Blanco who deliver coffee to Las Brisas come from farming families, and those farms have been passed through generations. A beer cooked up in a collaboration with Yala Roasters, utilising their Las Brasas coffee of Colombian origin. The coffee was grown by small farmers and brought together by the Las Brisas collective. The coffee came into dock by sail vessel, making it as close to a zero carbon footprint coffee as you can get. There we go. I've read enough of that description. It's a rather large one. But honestly, go and try it yourself. It's really blooming good. It's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.